Welcome to the Cholinergic Chronicles, from Folklore to Pharmacology. We will trace the historical path of cholinergic agents, from their botanical origins in the 1800s to their synthetic applications by 1952. In the early 1800s, Italian women used the juice of deadly nightshade, Atropa belladonna, to induce mydriasis, or pupil enlargement, for a striking appearance. This cosmetic use directly gave the plant its name, belladonna, meaning beautiful lady. The 1831 breakthrough involved German pharmacist Heinrich Meine isolating the active agent in a pure crystalline form, identifying it as atropine. Later, in 1869, Henry Salter established its medical efficacy for treating asthma, forming the foundation for modern antimuscarinic therapies. Next, we explore the Calabar bean mystery. Robert Christensen and Thomas Fraser isolated physostigmine from the Physostigma venenosum bean. Early extracts of this compound were noted for their potent physiological impact, even demonstrating the ability to stop the heart or induce atrial fibrillation. The next significant application came in preventing blindness. In the 1870s, researchers like Gerard, Hardy, and Lequet discovered the value of pilocarpine and physostigmine in ophthalmology, especially for glaucoma. These natural alkaloids were crucial precursors for modern carbamate-type anticholinesterases. Between 1898 and 1906, investigators Reed Hunt and René Tavaux discovered a potent hypotensive agent in the adrenal cortex. They identified this compound as acetylcholine, or ACH, marking the internal spark in cholinergic research. By 1914, Arthur Ewens and Henry Dale classified acetylcholine as a parasympathomimetic agent. They proposed the key concept of inhibition, hypothesizing that physostigmine works by preventing the breakdown of acetylcholine via esterase-mediated hydrolysis. Otto Loewi's famous 1921 experiment demonstrated that acetylcholine slows the heart rate. In 1926, Loewi validated the Dale and Ewens hypothesis, proving that physostigmine prevents the breakdown of acetylcholine, establishing, quote, proof of chemical transmission. This profound understanding of a new physiology led to the 1936 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine. It was awarded to Henry Dale and Otto Loewi for their shared discoveries relating to the chemical transmission of nerve impulses. In 1932, an industrial accident at the University of Berlin involved Willy Lang and his student experiencing sudden toxicity while preparing phosphorus-fluorine compounds. Their symptoms mirrored those of nicotine poisoning, correlating with cholinergic overstimulation. The search for crop protection led researcher Gerhard Schrader at Leverkusen Laboratories to prepare over 2,000 organic phosphate compounds as potential insecticides. It was found that these compounds acted as irreversible inhibitors of acetylcholinesterase. Between 1936 and 1942, Schrader's work took a darker turn with the discovery of the nerve agents tabun and sarin. These compounds were highly toxic and worked by irreversible inhibition of acetylcholinesterase, leading to lethal systemic failure. The mechanism of toxicity involves organic phosphates binding irreversibly to acetylcholinesterase. This results in the accumulation of acetylcholine, causing continuous stimulation, respiratory failure, and eventually death. Unlike the Calabar bean extract, these synthetic bonds are highly stable. However, chemical redemption arrived with the first safe insecticide. In 1951 and 1952, compounds like malathion and metronidate were introduced. The goal was to focus toxicity on pests while sparing mammals, shifting the application towards safer uses. The legacy of these discoveries is evident in modern pharmacopoeia. Drugs affecting the cholinergic system are critical today, with applications in treating glaucoma, asthma, Alzheimer's, and neuromuscular disorders. This field is a science built on the dual nature of chemistry,